Yo, it's Miss Cool today, coming on here having a little chit chat with you. You know, I really don't care how many people subscribe to my channel, because if I want, I could go live. The important thing for me is to leave some memories on different topics, whether they're embarrassing or not, whether they reach your heart, whether they reach one person, like I said. It's an extension and an expression of who you are and how you feel, to those that agree and to those that don't agree. But all the while, it's therapy, right? So for those of you that watched the trial or didn't watch the trial per se and thought it was a waste of your time and didn't have any time, it could have been a source of therapy, because it was for me. See, Amber Heard was a multimillionaire as well. And she wasn't humble like Johnny. You know, some people have a lot of money and they manipulate people with the money, even though they may have a story to say as a victim. So there be more manipulation so they can get their way in your life. And manipulate you and be a victim. All the while they're playing you. We have to be careful of that type of power, don't we? Johnny Depp still went in the hospitals, dressed up. He did. Firsthand. Didn't just give money for taxes. But actually there was an action. A love. Beautiful. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his eyes. So Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, we can learn a lot from about the personal people in our life. Some that need to leave, some that need to stay. So the ones that need to stay are people that are humble, people that make mistakes, but people that can also grow. If things go on for too long, don't they go bad if they don't change? Let's use my refrigerator as an example. Miss Cool worked at a 5-star hotel. You know, a lot of times the big chef would call on me to go walk in that big walk-in. We had beautiful produce. I think it was kind of back years ago when I didn't fully know who God was, but when I held these gigantic strawberries and these palm leaves and palm artichokes, different things from around the world, dates, huge avocados, just gorgeous, gorgeous food to put out on a Sunday brunch with a big ice carving. It was at that moment I realized, wow, who made this stuff that I'm actually eating? Is it a coincidence that this stuff is growing for us to eat? But not to get too far off the subject, the refrigerator. I used to think when the big chef called on me to clean that walk-in out and scoot around that big gigantic ice carving, not to dare tip it, that this wasn't a good job. Everybody else was being called on to make the bordelais sauce. I've done that a few times. But in that big walk-in freezer that smelled sweet with different fruits and, like I said, big avocados, I learned a lot as I stood there. Because today I'm reminding you of what I learned. That if we don't clean our refrigerator out, meaning ourselves, and get rid of the bad food, it can start to stink. If we're taking in the wrong kind of food, not just the food that's fattening or you could splurge on, or you would be so rigid that you couldn't enjoy some meat or chocolate, but just the toxic food that you can't see, that we choose to just sample. Always make sure you spit it out. Smell it. Look at it. Surround yourself in love and make a wonderful observation. It's Miss Cool talking about what you take in. Remember, take in love, take in mistakes, be accountable, and be like Johnny Depp, a multimillionaire that's humble, that has come through an addiction, and that actually doesn't hide behind any money like Amber Heard or others, but actually came out and told his story. It's Miss Cool, Tanya. Take in everything you learn from all the people. I'm not too proud to say, and maybe I shouldn't, but often, I share with homeless people. Often. Whether it be 2 big cookies from a gourmet cookie store or a couple of bucks. So try not to look down on a lot of people, but do make an observation. It's Miss Cool saying, peace.